Ciao friends, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to talk about 10 easy rules that you can follow to take your training to the next level. Okay, during the last couple of years I've been training a lot, and sometimes training was fun, sometimes was not. But something I've realized is that there are few principles that will make your running funner, and at the same time you will be more serious and you'll get to the next level. Let's talk about this. The first rule is that we are all different. What do I mean with that? I mean that as a runner, as an athlete, you have specific strengths and specific weakness. So you might be very good with speed training, or you might be very good with endurance, and this is a very important factor to consider when you want to achieve your next level of fitness. So I think it's very important, because during your training, maybe let's say you have an important race in 3 months, a 10k race, and so what you want to do, you want to focus your first phase of training on your weakness. You want to become better on your weakness. You want to get out on your comfort zone and push on your weakness. But at the same time, when the race approach, you want to focus on your strength, because that's your unfair advantage, right? So you want to focus on that. You want to go back to the comfort zone, and your race is going to be super. So the principle number 2 is about being optimist. You always must be positive within your training or your race. I met many friends and many athletes that are always thinking about their personal best or the time they were feeling good. So every time they do a race, they are like, oh, last time was better, oh, I didn't feel so strong, oh, I could have done better. So I don't think it's the right approach. I think even when you struggle, or when your race is not good, you should focus on the positive things. Things like, oh, in the middle of the race I passed that guy, or oh, at the end of the race I felt so good. So really stay positive, it's better. So the principle number 3 is about the fact that there are ups and downs. Some days is good and some days is not. So what do I mean with that? I mean that maybe you are training but you are feeling so bad, or even maybe you are racing but you are feeling so bad. Well, I think sometimes it's the right decision to drop out of a race or drop out of a training session. I don't want to say that you have to give up all the time, no. Uncomfort zone is the place to be when training, but you are smart enough, and if you're feeling it's a no day, just stop. It's going to be faster to recover if you drop out of a marathon that is not going to be the way you planned. So don't take it too seriously. Don't take the medal too seriously. And if you're feeling very bad, just drop out. It's going to be the smart decision. So principle number 4 is about being flexible with your training. Don't be too severe on you. I mean, if you have a track session on Monday or a tempo run, or like a very strong session, and it's raining or it's very cold outside, or maybe you have a lot of work to do, it's not an issue to do it on Tuesday or Wednesday. I mean, be very flexible with your training. Just move around things. If you know what you're doing, it's going to be very easy to move things around. So don't be too severe on you. Okay, so principle number 5 is about goal, short-term goal. So it's very important to have long-term goal, like you want to run a marathon in less than 3 hours, but some goal can be very far away. So in order for your training to be rewarding, it's important to have short-term goal, like I want to do the 10K in 40 minutes, or in the next 4 weeks I want to improve my tempo run by 2 seconds. So in this way you'll get there and the training will be rewarding. Okay, principle number 6 is about knowing exactly what you're doing, knowing the purpose of your training. This is key. I've been training a lot with coaches that told you what to do, but they never explain you why. So you never know what you're doing, why you're doing. So this might be good for someone that doesn't want to know anything. I think in general, if you know what you're doing, it's better overall, because you can move around things, because that can be rewarding as well. So what do I mean? I mean that if you're going out for an easy run, many of you can think, okay, an easy run, it's just worth nothing. I don't want to do easy run. I only want to do speed training, because that's how I'm going to get faster, and that's how I'm going to improve my 10K time. Well, easy runs are important too, for many reasons. But in general, for you specifically, an easy run can be also a way for maybe talking with a friend. So it's very important that you know the purpose. In this way, you will enjoy all the time. And even if the training is not feeling good, you would know that you went out for 1 hour and somehow you are improved. Okay, so principle number 7 is about resting. Good rest, good sleep, good habits, good sleep, good eat is very important for your training. That's actually where and when you are getting stronger. So just take it very seriously. And I don't want to say that you should rest 5 days per week, but you know, after an important workout or a very long run, just take it easy for the next couple of days. And remember that resting doesn't mean not staying active. So resting could mean going out for an easy run, very slow, or doing stretching or abs. So there are many ways you can rest, but I think it's very important to take it seriously. So principle number 8 is about injury. So if you're feeling bad, if you're feeling sick, or if you're injured, just don't go out, don't train, don't go for a run. I know many people, including myself, that because they want to achieve the target weekly mileage, went running anyway. I think it's very stupid. It's much better to stay one day home and doing some abs than going out for a run and make the injury worse. So rule number 9 is about consulting a doctor or a professional when something lasts for more than a couple of days. I've seen so many athletes, including myself, to just wait for things to pass by themselves. It's not the way it works. Actually, when you have something for a few days, it's probably a very good habit to just very quickly call a doctor. They will have the answer for everything, and maybe you will have to stay calm for a week or two, but it's going to be much faster this way versus going out for a run. Principle number 10. This is about the fact that if you've been running a race in a very good way, that means that your value is that race. So it's not true the opposite. So let's say you're training a lot and then the race went very poorly or very bad. It doesn't mean that your value is that one, right? So once you get there, you made it, and it's going to be very easier for you to get back there. Okay, great. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to hear more about this, stay tuned. Ciao ciao, have a good run.